Throughout most of your life, you need the permission from the teacher to go to the restroom. You've been, frankly, handicapped by social media and the narratives that come from there. You've been playing video games for most of your life. And to be honest, what video games did you play? Call of Duty, I don't know, Apex Legends, like shooters. You played games about masculinity instead of leveling up the skill in real life. This honestly disgrace for your and my great grandfather who fought in the Second World War or something. Like it's a disgrace for them. And to not sound like an asshole, I've been guilty of this myself too. I don't know how many hours I spent on like Call of Duty, and everybody who play Call of Duty knows that this game, like yeah, it's a shooter and all this stuff, but the the video gamers there aren't really like masculine or this stuff. Like I was the kind of guy in this game who would wear the the military skins on the guns and like the character I would act masculine in a video game where in real life I was a little bitch. Honestly, like when I played Call of Duty for like maybe 6 hours a day, do you think I was the kind of guy who would bench press at least something? It's not like I would bench press 60, 50, 40 kilograms. Do you think I would bench press even? Do you think I would bench press? Do you think I would have the willpower to do that? Of course not. Education system. Like I'm at this moment I might sound like a angry student who because I'm 15 right now who is pissed off at what's happening, but let's be honest right here. You waited for remember the phrase that I said in the start of the video? That you waited for a permission from your teacher to go to the toilet, to the restroom? Is that something okay? Is that something that a masculine man would do? Is to wait from a is to wait for a permission from a obese 40-year-old woman? Is that something that the superior man would do? Of course he wouldn't be like, hey bitch, an asshole. But he would have some level of respect to say do not violate my fundamental human rights. You get the point. You've been handicapped. Honestly, this is the word, handicapped. For most of your life. Because you haven't been allowed to do something. And most of those things aren't really coming from the actual uncontrolled they don't come from you who cannot control your life because of the physical things, because the teacher isn't allowing you to do something, but it's more sort of the narrative that you've seen. Because if you go onto social media, what narrative most of the mainstream media are pushing? The exact opposite that you're watching right now. So here I'm saying that you should take control of your life and actually do something, to actually be somewhat masculine. What do they say? an exact 180 opposite of what I say right now. And you're probably watching some other self-improvement YouTubers like, I don't know, maybe Hamza, maybe you watch some Andrew Tate. Like, it's not about even like the guys that you watch. Like, the general message is that you should take control of your life back. Like, of course, there are some things that you cannot control right now. For example, if you're still in education system, you don't know, probably you cannot just simply go and just overthrow the whole school stuff because they haven't allowed you to do something. But you should be kind of like have this almost instinct of rebelliousness. So for example, from like this is where I think for most of my life I have been kind of good at this specific moment where you almost like you're being pushed to do something that you don't want. You're being pushed in the corner, and like most of the guys would be seduced at this moment. They would do what the daddy says. Like my younger self, my 9-year old, like when I was 9, when I was 10-year old, like I didn't do that. If somebody pushed me in the corner in school, like I would fight back. And it's not like I would fight back physically because like the ones who were pushing me in the corner were the school stuff. But I wouldn't just be easily seduced. You get the point? Like, you should take control of your life back. And you can do that basically this simple, like, the actionable step right here. If you haven't, delete social media. Maybe YouTube, like, you're watching this video on YouTube, maybe YouTube can stay there because YouTube is actually, I think, you can use it in a productive manner. You can watch 2-hour like podcasts, educational. You can watch those videos like mine right now. This is like what you can watch on YouTube, but let's be honest, what do you get from like TikTok or Instagram? I've been on Instagram since I was 9, or maybe since I was 10. Like, how fucked is that? That I've been using this poison since I was like like a 4th grader. TikTok I haven't used it, I haven't had it on my phone, so like I'm probably good, but I had another source of plague, which is Twitter. Like, man, if you use Twitter right now and you don't use it in like a productive manner where you go on it to actually see some maybe posts from like almost like mentors for you, from like some self-improvement guys from like this, and you spend more than 20 minutes per month on it, like honestly, what the fuck are you doing on it? I've been a Twitter addict for the previous year, like for an entire 2022. And when I hopped into self-improvement, this was on the 2nd of January 2023, like instantly I deleted Instagram. Instantly. Like, this was one of the first thing that I did is I deleted Instagram. And you know what? I never came back. But I also like, although I used Instagram since I was 10, I never was really an addict. I never used it like 10 hours a day because you might think that's funny, like it's over exaggeration. that use Instagram 10 hours a day, bro, there are people like, and certainly not like the 1% of like the Instagram users who are using it more than 3 hours a day, like 3 hours a day on Instagram. Imagine how much fucking work you could do in this time, or even like not work. How much education could you get? Or you could just simply take a walk in nature, also a tremendously productive thing to do. Instead, I spent 3 hours on Twitter. Bro, Twitter. Twitter is like kind of, it's almost like one of the worst social media for me because it's either political memes under which there is a full-on battlefield, full-on war zone between the two sides. Or it's just like, those Twitter memes. Freaking like, I don't even watch memes this day, bro. Like, many people find it so weird, but I don't even watch memes this day. Like, I haven't actually opened like a meme video or like actually specifically go onto YouTube, went onto YouTube and search for memes for a year right now. Like for 11 months since I hopped on self-improvement. Like, this is just the thing that it almost frightens me. It's like how much people are willing to waste their precious time on like those memes, like this extra dopamine. And a lot of people will cope and say, but oh, it is funny though. Like, it isn't funny. Honestly, how much you laugh like out loud when you scroll on social media for some memes. Maybe once. And like, what is your life? Like, you just there scrolling on social media and like your life is like that. This your like productive time management is to waste your time on social media scrolling for some memes. And probably memes are like the best thing that you can get on Instagram, because the best goes much deeper. I know I haven't really give you any advice here. This is more of like a rant video, like where I just rant. But this is what a lot of guys will need in this modern days, just almost this slap of truth. Almost like this older brother who'll say and like, who'll sit you down and tell you that you have been a bitch for most of your life. So you have two options. You can either take back control of your life and actually do something productive with, or you can stay a junk food, social media, video games addict. And then when you're older, you'll pay tremendously terrifying consequences. You probably don't want that. So stay on self-improvement. Improve yourself. Be productive. Take back control of your life. See you in the next one.